couldn't talk peace with me. They tried, and I was like, nigga, this schoolyard.
It's your boy Crypto Blood, and I want to introduce you guys to a new exchange, BitYard. They do cryptocurrency contracts. If you're like me, an active trader, you're probably sick of the market manipulations, forced liquidations, accurate Bitcoin reference rates over at BitYard with K-line weighted averages, no VPN hassle, available for U.S. citizens, and fully regulated in Singapore, Australia, Estonia, and the U.S. Profit losses are all in USD as well, and no fees with U.S. withdrawals. And most importantly, you can do deposits with fiat. Unlike BitMEX, you can't do that, right? So check out bityard.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Shout out to my man, The Wire Sparks, one of my YouTube premium members. Don't forget to actually join up for that. And click the join button to see all the membership levels. There's one for everyone. He wanted to hear Big Crit now or never. I love me some Big Crit, man. Very underrated rapper. Great lyricist, too. What's good, people? Welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to be looking at three main reasons we saw this Bitcoin crash. At one point, it was down over 14% in 1 hour. 1 hour candle was down 14%. Welcome to cryptos, man. I'm telling you, it's the gift and the curse, right? We're going to take a look at what happened. We had a classic Bart Simpson move. I don't know if you guys follow me. You should follow me on Twitter. It's CryptoBlood_. But I put this out earlier. I made this meme. Pretty much sums it all up. I said the Bart Simpson, absolute classic Bart Simpson move we had today, guys. So we're going to take a look at these three reasons that at least Cointelegraph puts out why it plummeted, and I'll give you my feedback in 2 Satoshis on that. News BTC says that it was all because of this TD sequential pattern. We're going to take a look at that. If you've never heard of it, we're going to talk about what that is. TD9 sale setup, that's coming up as well. And also more news out of crypto.com. They have a new syndicate coming out. That is the Cardano syndicate. So get over there, sign up. You get 50% off those tokens when they list them. So essentially you get additional 50% of Cardano tokens if you stake a certain amount of CRO tokens. We're going to go through the details on that so you can take advantage of it. All this coming up on this episode of My Two Satoshis. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And also, speaking of crypto.com, don't forget the Tesla Model 3 giveaway. It's still underway. You have until, I believe, June 12th to take advantage of entering to win that. So make sure you guys, I'm going to leave a link. Make sure you guys get over to crypto.com and sign up to enter into that lucky draw. And I think they've also got lucky drawings for $1,000 worth of Bitcoin each day as well. So make sure you click that link and look at the details on that Tesla Model 3 giveaway. And of course, if you have not signed up, definitely sign up for crypto.com. Excellent service there, man. They've got so many different things for you as a crypto enthusiast, from staking to debit cards to giveaways. Use that link in the description of this video. You'll get $50 if you do. And don't forget to use the promo code CBLOOD. That's the letter C, blood, when you sign up. So let's take a look at the first article about this TD sequential signal that they're talking about may have triggered this sell-off over 14%. Says last Sunday daily price candle coming to a close also opened a new weekly price candle, which also triggered what's called a TD9 sale setup. It's the signal that may have accurately called today's flash crash in Bitcoin, reminding crypto traders to never underestimate the power of the TD sequential indicator. So we all know that Bitcoin rose at a breaknecking pace, 6% on Monday, but then the pump brought the price of Bitcoin just high enough to perfect the sale setup on the TD sequential indicator, which requires the 9 candle to push higher than the 7 or 8 candles before it. So here is this TD sequential. I don't trade this way, guys. I've never really got down with this TD sequential stuff. I know I've heard of, various traders do this, but I'm going to give you some reasons why I think this happened in a second. But this is what they're saying here at News BTC. They said you can clearly see the wick on the 9 candle extended higher than the previous several candles, and also touched a key resistance block that Bitcoin has been unable to close above on weekly time frames. That's really where, to me, it was a combination of things. I think we saw 10.5, 10.6 be a yearly support or resistance area, I should say. And maybe the sequential 9 TD sequential also played a part in it. I don't know. But this is what they're saying is causing this sell-off from earlier today. The article goes on to say that a TD9 signal also called Bitcoin's top at 20,000 in 2017 and bottoms at 3,200 and again at 6,400 in December of 2018 and 19. So let me know if you guys trade, all my traders, if you trade this TD sequential pattern. I don't at all. And I personally don't think this was, maybe it may have had something to do with it, a little bit to do with it for sure, but was it the sole reason? I really don't think so. I really don't think so. Now let's look at what Cointelegraph is talking about as far as their three main reasons for the price plummet. 14% in less than 15 minutes, all the way down to 8,600. This was insane. This definitely tapped me out of my long on my Ethereum trade. I wasn't even in a Bitcoin trade. And if we look at the heat map, you'll see it doesn't really show the whole picture here. You know, it shows Bitcoin only being down 13%, I should say, to 9,543 bucks, well off the lows. Also, Ethereum is only down 0.8%. So we have seen a little bit of the sell-off rebound here with, Ethereum only down just shy of 1%. EOS down 1.6%. And we've got Litecoin down 3% to $45.93. So it's interesting to see this. I always tell you guys though, whenever you see these types of moves, this is an inorganic move in Bitcoin. These are not normal moves. I've been trading for over 13 years and this is all manipulation. So manipulation can occur up and both down. It's not only attributed to when the price of an asset heads lower, it can be manipulated higher as well. And as you see, this line, if I extend it outward, I mean, we really should have never gone above that outer trend line. Someone, I'm thinking exchanges, pretty much cleared out a lot of shorts here and then turned around and cleared out any longs here. Again, the classic Bart Simpson move. And I've actually got a lawsuit that I'm going to show you guys here in a second that talks about this Bart Simpson move and how it's all being done by BitMEX. Very interesting lawsuit. I talked about it and touched on this lawsuit maybe about 2 weeks ago. Out of Florida, there's a firm in Florida suing BitMEX, and we'll take a look at just the section in this lawsuit about these BARTs, they're calling them. Cointelegraph is saying that the three major factors that caused the price drops were long contracts accounting for the overwhelming majority of the Bitcoin market. Also, number two, Bitcoin reacting to a multi-year resistance level at 10.5. I agree with that. And whales dumping. I mean, I agree with that too. So it says that Bitcoin was overdue for a long squeeze. Before the price correction occurred, it says the funding rate for Bitcoin and Ethereum hovered around 0.16% and 0.19% respectively. Short-term funding rate in the Bitcoin futures market means that free long contracts or short contract holders have to pay their counterparts to establish balance in the market. In addition to that, as I stated above, Bitcoin did get a rejection at the multi-year resistance area of 10.5, which is now a total of 3 times in the past 8 months. In February, Bitcoin made another attempt at the 10.5 resistance level after rejecting violently to 8,400. Bitcoin fell as low as 3,600 in the following 4 weeks, and this is the 3rd time. So is it 3 times, 3 strikes, you're out? You guys let me know in the comments below if you think this is the final move before we head a little bit lower. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. But I want to show you guys this lawsuit. I did cover this a few weeks ago. A firm out of Florida is suing BitMEX. And one section in this lawsuit talks about BART patterns. This is section 87. It says here, BART patterns, or simply BARTs, are a variety of pumps and dumps involving intense pumps and dumps occurring within a very short time frame, causing price action to find a new high or low for a very short period, following by equally violent returns to the previous levels. Look at that. That is hilarious. Perpetrators using this manipulation tactic benefit by having their sell buy orders filled and causing the unwitting investor to open positions against the trend. BARTs are created by perpetrators using momentum ignition algorithms, which work by creating a sharp spike in buy and sell action within a market with the purpose of deceiving the market participants as to market-based forces of supply and demand for an asset and enticing unsuspected traders or other trading algorithms. to follow the trade and place orders that they would not have otherwise placed. BARTs are intended to trick other market participants into reacting to an apparent change and imbalance of supply and demand by buying and selling Bitcoin futures at times, prices, and quantities that they otherwise would likely not have traded. Additionally, unsuspected traders will place buy orders above significant zones to catch up trends, and short sellers will place stop losses in similar areas. These are effectively buy orders. In order for the malicious algorithm to be most effective, it has to push prices into the liquidity zones, triggering buys, and from there it can disengage. There you have it. I mean, that to me, guys, is the reason we saw this move. It has happened in the past. It's going to continue to happen until there is more liquidity in this market. The more participants you have in cash, not this wash trading stuff that we have going on, I'm talking about real dollars in this market, the harder it is for one entity or two to move it in a certain way where you have unnatural patterns like these BARTs. I mean, it just is what it is. And so I think we're not there yet. So we'll have to see what happens with that, man. But let me know, what do you think? Do you think it's the Bart Simpson that triggered this this setup, or do you think there were other elements involved in that move down? This last article is about the syndicate that is listing for Cardano on Crypto.com's exchange. So just want to give you guys a heads up on that. You know, they are my channel patron, and so they are pleased to announce the listing of the Cardano ADA token on the syndicate platform. All Crypto.com coin stakeholders will be able to participate in a discounted sell event for $500,000 worth of ADA at 50% off. The listing event will commence on Tuesday, June 9th, 2020 on Crypto.com's exchange. So make sure you guys mark your calendars for that. Again, this total supply is $500,000 worth of ADA coins at a discounted rate of 50%. And here are the tiers. If you have these amounts staked, with CRO stake, that is, you'll be able to participate and get those discounts. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. Again, it starts on June 9th. Mark those calendars all the way through June 12th. If you want to know more information about that, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. This is the Wild Wild West we're in with this crypto game. A lot of manipulation going on. That's without a doubt. And shout out again to my man, Wired Sparks, my YouTube premium member for the song request, Big Crit. Now or never. Make sure you join the YouTube membership. A lot of perks for you guys. One being, of course, getting fast track on song requests and early releases on videos and all types of stuff I got coming for you guys. So make sure you do that soon. And if you found this video informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. It's now or never. I'm out of here, people. Out.